Ryan's just going to share a few thoughts here. Romans 8:28, man, what are some things that stand out to you about that as it pertains to where we're at and what we're walking through right now?
I actually think there's a lot there, Phil, for every student, every family. Forces us to ask ourselves some questions. One, how much do we love God? For some of us, we run to God in emergencies. There isn't like an actual love relationship there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
More of a genie in a bottle. I'll call you when I need you type of deal. When you talk about like someone that like loves God, like somebody that loves Jesus, it's different than even a Christian. Does that make sense? Like there's something about like somebody that's like, I go to church, I follow Jesus, but like every now and then you meet that person, it's like, oh, they're in love. like they're in love with God. They're in a deep connection, deep relationship with God. And I think part of that isn't just a promise of, oh, everything's just going to work out for those who love God. I think when you have a deep connection with God, when you have a deep relationship with God, you know God really well. And when you know God really well, you know that things work out for the good. You've gotten used to this relationship. There's a trust that has been built up where I think it's kind of like, I remember going out to eat with people and not knowing who was going to buy and knowing that I didn't have that much money. And I was just terrified. You know what I mean? And you're just like, you're trying to figure out what everybody else is going to order. And you just don't know how everything is going to shake out. And so you order the smallest amount because you're going, this is what I know I can afford, only to find out at the end of the dinner, somebody else picked up the tab. And you're going, had I known that someone else was going to take care of this, I wouldn't have freaked out as much, and I probably would have ordered dessert. Our relationship with God like that of just going, hey, he's got the tab. It's not on us. It's on him. And so part of this, do you love God? Are you in a strong relationship with him? It isn't you need to get your life right. What's wrong with you? It's an invitation to say, man, you want to fall in love with God, because as you get to know him, as your relationship with him gets a lot more intimate, I've learned that people that have a deep, strong relationship with God, they just worry less. They're just not as worrisome. They're not as full of fear because their soul has an anchor. And so I think when I see that verse, I see that strong connection with the Lord and knowing that he's going to take care of things. The second thing that I see is called according to his purpose. And I think, honestly, what we're seeing right now is a lot of things that we have for our purpose. A lot of those things are being shaken, and we don't like that. But when we start looking at going, okay, Lord, what's your purpose in all of this? His purpose is just fine. His purpose is perfectly intact. Let me tell you who's not freaking out about a coronavirus. God, okay? Like, he's good, okay? And so when you think about that, you're going, wait, are our purposes aligned? And are the things that I'm searching for, seeking in my life, aligned with what God wants for my life? And so, yeah, when those things aren't aligned and those things get shaken, you're naturally going to be afraid of those outcomes. But I think this text is an invitation for two things. It's an invitation for a stronger relationship with God. Secondly, it's an invitation to align your purpose with God's purpose for your life.